So I'm one of the directors of the LEP, and I suppose I'm the champion for the creative economy. Although as a director of LEP, you get involved in all kinds of work that the LEP gets involved with. So I'm a champion for one sector, but actually we're all, as directors, involved in everything that we do at the LEP. When the LEP was set up, I was really excited to see how we were going to propel our economy forward. Because as a region, it's quite clear we needed to grow, we needed to put a lot of emphasis on how we develop skills, create new opportunities, new jobs. And I was quite excited by that. I'm a proud Birmingham person, and I love my city and the region. And I wanted to see how I could perhaps help to support the growth around the creative economy, because that's also one of my passions. So it was really my initial excitement was about what can we achieve and how we're going to achieve this, especially when we realised that there were going to be some possibilities of funding nationally. And I was also excited to see how we might bring the public and private sectors together to really champion the region. I'm motivated by people. I'm motivated by the desire to think that we can make a difference and know that we can make a difference in this city and region. And you only have to track the creative economy as an example over the last few years to see how through steady investment, through focus, we've started to grow that sector and support the sector growth. So I suppose I'm excited by the idea, but I'm also excited when we see some success, and we've been seeing some amazing successes in our region. I think one of the most important lessons, or there are several I've learned, but one of them is that you can't really achieve anything alone. You have to work in partnership and in collaboration. So I suppose that's a big learning point for me, and it's something I'm passionate about. So when I speak to young people, I always say, look, remember, have a plan A, but actually there are many more letters in the alphabet. So don't be frightened of having a plan B, C, because sometimes plan A may not work, or you need to tweak it and make it into plan B or C. So never be frightened to change direction and to embrace change as it comes along. I think at the LEP, for me personally, it's been great that we've got an action plan for the creative economy. The fact that we've started to drive an agenda forward that talks about how the creative economy is going to be one of our big growth areas, and within that to look at how we facilitate infrastructure growth, how do we support the sector through infrastructure growth, how do we create things like the Angels Hub to facilitate more finance coming into the sector. The fact that we've managed to put our creative economies into central government conversations, which has been really important, and into the conversations with the combined authority. So I think from getting our profile moving, but also not just having a profile for the sake of having a profile, but a profile that is actually delivering. We've also set up a toolkit for the cultural sector that looks at how we measure investment projects, how when projects come in front of us, we're not just putting a finger in the air, but we're actually giving it a scientific approach. So I think we've had quite a few achievements at the LEP to support the creative economy. We've still got to do a lot more, and everybody acknowledges that, but the fact that we've made inroads and the fact that we're leading on some of this work for the combined authority is a great achievement. My main focus will be to ensure that our action plan is delivered against for the creative economy. Also that our action plan and our work at the LEP influences what's happening at region-wide level, particularly again with the combined authority. We want to make sure that we continue with the growth around infrastructure, listen to what the sector wants and needs, continue to make sure we have a voice nationally as well. We have a bit of a deficit in how the sector views itself, so the confidence in the sector needs to grow. We definitely need to carry on working with FE and HE to look at how we develop skills. We need to look at IP and work with other partners to see how we can grow that whole area of IP. We need to think about how we work with digital. With 5G testbed here, you know, what is the input of the creative economy into the test beds around 5G? So there's a lot of work still to be done.